Alright, this is gonna be kind of a long episode. I got a bunch of stuff I did for the past month. The devlogs have been behind like a week, so and then I didn't upload for like 2 weeks, so it's about like a month-ish of work to show. So let's get into it. Alright, so I started with the monkey. I gave him all the stuff that Bunny has, the rigid body, all the scripts, etc. At this point I haven't done the ragdoll yet, but just to get him working and moving, feeling, see how he is. You know, make sure he interacts with all the game objects correctly so that I can implement more characters. I tried to put the camera in orthographic mode. It gave me this really weird effect where the near clipping plane of the camera kind of like clips through objects as it goes, so it kind of like warps into view, like that balloon there. Which I think it's funny, more interesting than anything else. I worked on the controller support, so I got the Xbox controller working. Any controller that you plug in will work if it's compatible and the computer recognizes it. So as long as you have like some way to make sure that the computer recognizes a gamepad, like a PS3 controller or a PS4 controller should work. Then I just got to work on spawning the players in, and pairing them to controllers, because I am very new to controller support and stuff like that. So I wanted one to be controlled by the keyboard and one to be controlled by the controller. So it's kind of hard to do because it's very important, because it's a local multiplayer game, right? So without controller support, how are you gonna have multiple people playing it at once? So worked on the split screen, tried to get that going. I had a lot of trouble with all of the built-in Unity systems. I was using the new input system that Unity has, and like trying to enable split screen and how it works was just really challenging, because I wanted people to be able to pick their own character and then roll with that on the next scene, because I have the menu character select scene as one thing and then it transfers over. So I did a bunch of finagling and shenanigans to get that to work, but I think it turned out okay. So I turned the camera around. So this was a big decision, because originally I was thinking about having the camera in front, and as much as it kind of emulates like what I think looks good, for gameplay it's kind of confusing. So like people, like I was playing it with a couple buddies and like my brother, and like they just didn't feel natural. It's definitely like a racing game is like a very traditional genre, so it kind of has to like react to that in a way. So yeah, you definitely need some sort of, you know, something familiar to get people to engage with it. So I went with that. I added like a rigid body to the camera so it'll bump into the ground, but I kind of changed that later because it kind of gets messy. Here's just some sped up random split screen footage, just to get an idea of kind of like how the pace goes, how it looks. So here are some clips of me and my friends playing a couple of runs. Here's some of the funnier clips that we got while playtesting.
This one.
So that's fine.
Yo, he's going faster.
It only spins. Just run into stuff and it Get away from me.
Where'd you get away from? Is it already randomized?
Fun! No!
Why'd you make that turn? Oh, you went over the. Oh, no.
Now you can move again. This guy's sleeper clean at this game.
I think I did that before. Because I didn't think the pole would be there.
So the fun part of playing the game is crashing into stuff and going really fast. And you couldn't really go very fast in the kind of build that I had going. So I scrapped a lot of like what I thought was necessary for it to feel like more like skiing, and just made it more just easier to gain speed and feel like a racing game. I worked on a character selection screen, and it was going pretty bad at first, but I got it going. I made a jump, so at the beginning you could just jump forever, so you could fly, which is pretty cool. So here's a clip. They added a lot of gameplay elements to the race, because you can jump over obstacles. It's not just like a guarantee you'll get hit if you run into something. It also brings you backwards a little bit, because it's adding a force to a rigid body, which has forces, you know, gravity, etc., applying to it in a downhill direction. Without kind of pulling you back, the jump just launches you forward. So I got to modeling the third character, which is a kind of beach-themed snowman on a snowboard. I should have given him a surfboard in hindsight. That's on me. I don't know if I'd be able to change that, but I might add a fin on it or something. That'd be cool. Okay, so here's the final clip. I added a bunch of stuff you might notice. Like, I added the snow, the fog, I added tricks, I added CPUs, I had placing, UI to update the placing, I finished a bunch of chunks, I did start timer, etc., etc. The CPUs actually have a behavior, as chaotic as it is. I kind of like it. And yeah, the tricks give you a speed boost, and you can watch this clip of me and my brother playing. Yeah, I did a ton of stuff in the past couple days, so just trying to stick it out to the end. So the laundry list of things I still have to do are the rest of the characters, more chunks, sound effects, and get music going, and then all the menu UI, and I should be good to go for the local co-op to be finished and releasable. But yeah, take it easy and keep working on what you're passionate about. Alright, thank you for watching. This is Hill Indie Devlog number 5. I want to get a Steam page going soon after I can make a viable kind of trailer. There's no real way to follow the development of this game right now, except on YouTube, and I'll be posting some stuff on my Instagram, which I'll link in the description. So if you want to know more, or check out my other stuff, check me out on Instagram.